Today we are doing the world debut of the all-new Class A diesel motorhome from Fleetwood. It's better than a Discovery LXE, but not quite an American coach. It is a new level of motorhome. This is the 2025 Fleetwood Palisade, the model 45CS. We're taking a look at the outside features and inside features, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, again, welcome back to another video. Today I am so excited to be doing the world debut of the all-new Palisade. Now this is a newer model, so I don't know much about it. So when it comes to Class A diesels, high-end, in the Fleetwood family, we only have one person help us, and that's Mr. Tom Bennett. Hey Tommy!
How's it going? I'm super happy to be here. I'll tell you, I'm really excited about the Palisade. This product fills a part in the market that Fleetwood has yet to be a big part of, and that's your big full-size side radiator top of the line coach. This product for Rev actually replaced an American coach line. So is it an American, is it a Fleetwood? It's kind of right there in between the two. It's got some amazing features, and I'm happy to show them to you.
And we're gonna learn what those features are in just a moment, but first I do want to let everybody know, starting tomorrow you can meet me in Salt Lake City, Utah. Go bing! I will be at the Salt Lake City show, and then you will be able to meet both me and Tom the following weekend in the West Palm Beach show, and then you'll also be able to meet me and Tom the following weekend in the Ocala show, or again, I'm calling it the official Matt's RV review show. Guys, come to any of the shows. We're all gonna be there, even if it's not Tommy. Anybody from General RV is gonna be there to help us, but I'm telling you, if you're in Florida, come to that Ocala show. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. But come to all shows. And with that said, we're gonna have the Palisade at all these shows that we're attending because it's that badass and awesome. Tommy, what do we got going on here?
Well, to start, the Fleetwood Palisade is going to be on a chassis that's essentially that American coach Liberty Bridge chassis. Of course, under Fleetwood, it's called the Freedom Bridge. But what makes this chassis different is on top of the line Freightliner components that it has, the independent front suspension, the V-Ride drive axle, the steerable tag axle, on guards, safety awareness package with adaptive cruise control and collision mitigation. It has the framework of the Freedom Bridge that is all custom done by Fleetwood and gives you that extra strength and rigidity that you would only expect from Rev Motorhome Group. So to start things out, you're gonna have the best riding RV in its category here at 45 feet with the 450 horsepower engine towing 15,000 pounds. Starting right off the bat, we're on a frame that just makes sense.
All right, thanks so much for watching. That's the video. Call us to buy it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, on top of the ride and drive, Rev did some amazing things with the chassis components themselves. They redesigned where all the storage is in a way that gives the absolute best use of that space. I want to start with what we have there. So looking from the side, 45 feet, beautiful paint job here with the silver and the gold and the white. You have dual Gerards, which means you have awnings going all the way down the motorhome. A huge setup there.
Yes, and Tommy, while you're talking about the length real quick, just a reminder, it's 44, or just an FYI, it's 44 feet 8 inches, 15,000 pound hitch, 100 gallons of fresh water, 75 gallons of gray water, 50 gallons of black water with an Onan 10,000 generator. And then this has the 450 Cummins.
450 Cummins. You also have a 150 gallon fuel tank here, which is a lot bigger than you have in the 100 gallons with the Discovery LXE. And that's what you're gonna see as we look into this product. A lot of trim level upgrades as it would compare to its little brother, the Discovery LXE. So moving on to the back here. So as we move into this RV, I want to show you first the storage. This is a complete redesign. Now from right here, you can see that you have 4 very large bays. If you look at prior year models or even the Discovery LXEs, you're going to see 5 bays. What they did is they consolidated that storage to give you a wider opening and give you better use of that space. We're going to start with this one right here. Usually when you have this this fridge, freezer, slide out tray, it takes up the whole bay. You can see that extra width there to have more storage. I think that's awesome. And then these two.
So Tommy, what you're saying is my width is going down, but the Palisade's width is going up.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So these two bays, look at how wide these things are.
Wow.
These two pass-through bays are the equivalent of 3 full pass-through bays with slide-out trays in each of them. I mean, these things are huge. It's all the Citadel fiberglass, so there's no wood, nothing to rot underneath there. It's just going to be insulation fiberglass and the steel structure of your Freedom Bridge.
Frameless windows, Girard awnings, TV on the outside. I'm loving it.
You got a Bluetooth speaker right there too. Now this is one of the coolest things about this, because the batteries on an LXC are right there in the back next to the engine. They had to find a new place for those when they put that big side radiator on this coach, and they drop set them inside of this storage bay. Now behind this is where you have your water tanks, and then you have your electrical components here, and then you have 6 house AGM batteries drop set. You got this cover thing here to access them when you need to, but you don't really need to do that often because these AGMs are completely maintenance free.
Dang, let's go.
Moving along the back here, you have the big 24,000-pound V-Ride and then the 10,000-pound steerable tag axle. That is 1/2 of Freightliner's Ultra Steer. Paired with the independent front suspension up front, this gives you a 17% better turn radius than you get in other comparable coaches. On right here, your starting batteries, a big 15-gallon DEF tank. You have your air dryer, your fuel separators, all your chassis maintenance components right here, as opposed to being stuffed into the back with that smaller rear radiator. This is a huge upgrade in Fleetwood's offer.
Now, Tommy, we got to stop real quick. You are a freaking wealth of information. If somebody, especially a higher end American coach, Fleetwood buyer that really wants to know the nuts and bolts and buy an RV from you, how do they get in contact with you?
Well, give me a call, send me a text, FaceTime, email. The best way to get a hold of me is my cell phone, and that's 561-348-4231. I'm always happy to talk about these RVs, whether new, used, older, newer. I enjoy it. So give me a call anytime, and I'd love to help you out.
There you go.
Moving on to the back.
Because trust me, there is a lot more to know about these than just this 20-minute video.
Well, we go through some of the basics here, but when we really get into the nuts and bolts, it can get a lot more interesting. This is your rear radiator. Of course, having this access here in the back is wonderful if you ever have to change a belt or do some service items. The biggest benefit of a side radiator, of course, is the size of that radiator. It's a much bigger radiator, and that's why they have to move it to the side. Better cooling power means better use of that big L9 450 horsepower engine that you have.
Hell yeah.
You have a 15,000-pound tow capacity on the back, 7-way plug to handle the electronics, and an air line, which is Freightliner's brake sync. So if you do an air-assisted braking system, you are already set up. Just plug it up, hit the road.
Set it and forget it.
Moving around to the other side, of course, right here you have that big side radiator. This is a driver side depth fill, so you can do that on both sides. Moving to here is your wet bay. Now this is really nice because everything is organized in a comfortable way. You have a power water reel, power electric reel. You have your whole house water filter, your black tank flush. Everything is accessible, easy to get to, and with that same Citadel fiberglass lining that you have in the rest of it. Of course, here you have your slide out tray bays. That's actually a rock guard, a custom rock guard that comes with the vehicle. It says Palisade, really cool on the
Heck
back.
yeah.
Other slide out tray right there for your other side. And then your last one is the 450D Aquahot. Now, if you look at Discovery, it's a 400D. The 450D has an additional engine block heater built into it. That both can heat your engine block and it can use your engine block's heat to heat your Aquahot system. It's a dual purpose and it works great.
Perfect.
And then coming around to the front, this is where they have housed your the hydraulic reservoirs back behind here. There you have your windshield wiper fluid, air service lines in right there. That's the exhaust for your generator, and that's a 10,000 watt generator. Of course, in the Discovery you have 8. That's just one trim level upgraded.
Tommy, this sucker is badass awesome in America. The outside looks great. We really, really, really want to see the inside.
Now, there's 3 floor plans of the Palisade, and I believe this is my favorite one.
Well, tell us them all. We'll throw them up on the screen.
You have the 45DS.
Yep.
Which is very similar to what you'd see in a 4369 Dutch Star.
Okay.
Same layout. The 45CS, which is a floor plan that's most popular for your Cornerstone.
Okay.
And then you have the all-new 45FS, which I don't think we've seen one yet, but this is a 2 full bathroom bunk house, very similar to a 40G.
Wow.
Familiar with that is, with a full bath on the back. We can't wait to see one of those.
Wow.
So let's check it out here on the inside.
And if you guys custom order any one of those, we'll make sure we review yours. Now, with that said, Tommy, let me walk through this motorhome with the slide outs in. And as you can see, it's a diesel, so it's tight, but it's definitely a lot more spacious than traditional Class A diesel pushers. All right, and that rear bathroom looks absolutely huge. Tommy, while we get the slide outs out, let's give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's episode. This episode sponsored by America's Choice Insurance Partners. Guys, RV insurance is different from homeowners insurance. It's different from car insurance, and it's the different type of insurance that your local insurance provider probably doesn't know much about. That's why I partnered with ACI, who is America's Choice Insurance Partners. They are an insurance company that specializes in getting RVers insurance. It doesn't matter if you're buying a new RV or you already have an RV. Click my link down below, go to aciagents.com/Matt and get a free quote on RV insurance today. It's only gonna take you 5 minutes, and I don't care, again, if you already have existing insurance for your RV, this 5 minutes that you spend can save you guys hundreds of dollars every year, but more importantly, make sure you're properly covered on an RV, because not all insurance companies are equal, and not all of them know about all the complexities that has to go with the RVs in this RV industry. So if you're an RV owner, make sure you guys click the link down below, go to aciagents.com/Matt, and make sure you guys protect your RV with America's Choice Insurance Partners. And just like that, we're back. Just like that, we're back. Hey, Tommy, where do you want to start?
Let's start up front, because we're going to save this awesome floor plan for what we have in the back here. Now, this is a very similar dash to what you have in the Fleetwood Discovery, except for upgraded in a few places. You get the nicer seats with the adjustable headrest. Of course, you get the dual panels right there, OptiView. The biggest difference moving up here is the fact that you have on-guard safety awareness package with the adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation. All of that is really, really nice. But altogether, it's a pretty comfortable, simple dash area. Not too much going on. Everything's kind of in the right spot. Easy to see your dash areas or your information displays up front. Of course, you turn your generator on and off, adjust your shades in the front and on the sides. What really makes this model itself special, though, is this awesome floor plan of the 45 CS. I mean, look down this way from here.
Wow.
This floor plan is huge, and two things really make that happen. For one, this has electric slides as opposed to the hydraulic that a lot of coaches in this category have. And you're thinking, well, electric, not hydraulic. Like, I thought hydraulic was better. For space, I think electric is actually a lot better, because look how thin this piece is. If you look at a Dutch Star or some of the Americans or products in that category, this pops out probably 6 or 8 inches all the way around, and it turns the RV into a little bit of a cave.
You can't see it. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Hey.
With that massive full wall slide that you have here on the power gear driven rail system, it is just huge. Same thing you have over here.
So to answer that, the hydraulic slide out's better, but the electric slide out, you get more space?
Well, the hydraulic slide out, the benefit of that is that you get the flush floor.
Ah, okay. So if you must have the flush floor, then step up and get the hydraulic.
Yes.
If you prefer the more space, which if you ask me, it still looks like a flush floor to me. So I'd rather have that huge opening.
And from a reliability standpoint, neither of these slides are prone to issues. They've been doing a full wall slide with power gear since 2007 in Revolution 40E and some other products there. These things are great. They don't have issues. It has a built-in locking mechanism right there. They're very reliable. And if you do have an issue, it's a breeze to fix. It's nowhere near as complicated as a hydraulic issue is when you do have a problem. I mean, you can just fix this thing anytime. So
pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
I love it. That's what I love about RVs.
Yes. With this electric slide system, though, you get more space without a doubt. And you get the convenience of serviceability that's easy. And that's always good. Now, up front, Look how big this living room is. Now,
Wow.
if you look, this is a 3-seater couch.
Yes.
With the televator up behind it, you got the speakers, you got storage on the side, you have USB outlets and outlets on either side here, and then look how massive this theater seating set.
I love it.
I mean, this is nearly a seat in itself.
Right.
This is a huge living room. Lots of good storage up top too. Look how deep those cabinets are.
Wow.
All lined in the ozite. You got a double, a double, a double, 4, 5, 6 double storage areas over here on this side. Moving to the back here, you have that table and chairs where this pulls out to seat 4. You have storage in the back. You have the pull-out drawer for the here, let me pull it out and show you. For a laptop.
Oh
right there.
man. Love
So
that.
Lots of good space there. Carpet, or not carpet, but the kind of that mesh underneath that table, which is pretty nice. Now look over on this side. Look how huge your kitchen area is.
Talk to me.
You got a built-in dishwasher in the bottom, the recessed cooktop up top. They redesigned this too. Typically right here is where you see a pull-out tray, right?
Okay.
Like that pull-out storage thing.
Oh, like a pull-out peninsula. Yep.
Just the top comes out and gives you that extra space with storage underneath as well.
Okay.
But what doing this does, as opposed to the whole thing that pulls out.
Talk to me.
Look how big these drawers are. They're wider.
Okay.
And this is where you have things for your kitchen utensils and what have you, and that's going to give you a lot more space there. Plenty of storage, extra storage up top. Big farm style open single basin sink. Extra storage here at the bottom. And then, of course, they've upgraded the electronics. This has a few features.
Talk to
It's
me.
a convection microwave, it's a microwave, and it's an air fryer. All in one piece, huge, big Whirlpool appliance right there. Big fan.
Yep. Can you show us the sink here?
Sure.
And the dishwasher. Bam. Look at that. And this awesome dishwasher here.
Pulls out right there.
Perfect.
This is the Fisher Paykel. Always works great. You got this right here.
It's Art Deco.
Toe kick, Dirt Devil hookup right here. As we move to the middle here, you have this spice rack storage area and then a Firefly controller. Now this is the Firefly Eclipse system, which means that you can make adjustments to this when you're out on the road. You're not connected through Bluetooth, you're connected through Wi-Fi. So if your coach has Wi-Fi and you do too, you can control this with the mobile app anywhere you are. That's a great convenience as far as making adjustments to your auto generator system or checking on where your coach is. What's the temperature inside your RV?
There you go.
What are the lights looking like? Maybe I need to open some things up, move some things around. It's great to know what's going on when you're not at home. That is wonderful, especially if you have pets.
Yes.
Moving along to the back here, you got this big LG fridge freezer combo right here. Big setup there on the bottom. Ice and water right on the door. And look how much space you have in this thing.
Wow.
Some extra storage here. And these nice pull-out storage trays. And then as we move on to the back, well, here's your half bath.
Nice sink area. Hold that there, Tommy. Porcelain toilet. It's a little tight, Tommy. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not a prime pooping position. Womp womp. I am touching by the littlest of hairs. If I shaved my legs, I would have been okay. But for me, that's just not a prime pooping position. And Tommy, before we continue on any further, do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's now time for the MSRP. MSRP on this motorhome is $703,018 MSRP. Sale price, Tommy, we're going to have a normal sale price. You guys can go on our website, generalrv.com, and check it out. But here's what I saw. This unit here, stock number 309531, they did not take the show price off. This is the Florida Super Show price of $479,995. That is a phenomenal price. And Tommy, I need to disclose something to everybody. Once this stock number sells, that price goes away. So if you're watching this video in the future, don't call Tommy and say, hey, Matt said that we can get it for this price. That is this unit only. With that said, I always want you guys to reach out to us, especially on a Fleetwood product, because our team is here to help you guys get the absolute best price in America. So go to generalrv.com/mattscash. I've linked it down below. You guys can get there from matchrvreviews.com or call 844-969-4033. Again, reach out to us, and my team everywhere nationwide will help you guys get the best price in America. Or if you want to work with Mr. Tom Bennett directly. Again, Tom, how do people get in contact with you?
You can hit me up on my cell, 561-348-4231. I would love to help you out. And I'll tell you, we have lots of inventory of all of our floor plans of the Palisade. We are a huge dealer for Rev Motorhome Group. Anything they make, we've got the most of it and at the best prices that you can find anywhere. Give me a call.
Give him a call.
As we move back, we just looked at the half bath here, but what makes this floor plan especially awesome is what you have in your master suite. So I'm going to start right here with the bed. This is an adjustable king size bed. You got tons of storage up there on the top. You have wireless chargers on both sides. You have USB outlets and normal outlets down on the bottom. You have a controller up here. You have your camera selector, which is kind of your security system built in on this side, as well as windows on each side. That's just your sleeping area. As we move over here, you see that you have a his and a hers closet. Lots and lots of drawers. You got 8 drawers right here, and then a televator that will hide a window with its own set of shades behind that. And that is just the start of your storage. What makes this floor plan especially awesome is the storage. You have a full walk-in closet back here on top of these 2 storage bays here. Now that slide goes all the way from the front behind the driver area all the way back to right here. Your bathroom is typically what gets tight in coaches of this category. So by moving this dual vanity system into that slide component area, this is just the bathroom. Look how much space we have in here. This is the biggest bathroom of any of these RVs. You have a massive shower here. That thing is probably 40 inches by 48 inches maybe. It's gigantic. With the built-in seat right there, you have the shower miser, the adjustable shower head right there. And then you have this Tecma vacuum flush system built in. I don't know if this looks like a good space. Let me take this.
Whoa.
Oh, let me take a seat.
What are you doing over there?
I'm not very wide, but I mean, I got all kinds of room right here. So even though we got it a little tight in the middle here, I'm feeling like this is pretty comfortable.
So what's that mean?
This is a prime pooping position. Ding!
Oh, snap. Good job, Tommy.
All right.
Let me show everybody. Let me do my thing over here. You know, we got your mirrored medicine cabinet. And make sure you guys get Liquified, our brand of RV holding tank treatment. Guys, you know all about it. We're giving away an RV for free. If you want to enter the sweepstakes, go to liquifydrv.com/sweepstakes. And if you do buy Liquified from our website, you get even more entries. Tommy, have you entered the sweepstakes?
I haven't yet, but now that I got this RV, I'm gonna have to get on there. I want to get one for myself. Moving into the back here.
Thanks for believing in us.
Well, I got to wait till the numbers get up a little bit. Now I want to get involved. So this is a full walk-in closet. You have all the storage there in the bedroom, and then you get everything back here from one end of the RV all the way to the other. That's 102 inches of hanging closet space. This RV would be perfect for a full-timer. Also, getting your Whirlpool stackable washer and dryer here in the back. Now, that's something I didn't notice before that I kind of like.
Ooh.
It's got a little drawer built in between the washer and dryer.
I do like that.
Yeah. Really great storage back here, and then on top of that, you have this extra cabinet with these drawers back here too.
Oh, sorry. Can you show us that drawer?
This is like the most storage that you can get in a coach this size. This is a great value coach for somebody who's looking to go full-time or long-term, and they got a lot of stuff to bring.
Tommy, with that said, that's it. That's the review. Guys, there's so much more to know about this motorhome. We wrapped it up in about 20 minutes. Make sure you guys give Tommy a call if you're trying to buy this motorhome, but honestly, any motorhome. Tommy doesn't work for General RV of Tampa. He works for General RV. If there's a unit at the Tampa store, of course, but if there's a unit you like, you give him a call and he'll be able to help you anywhere, and we appreciate that. With that said, Tommy, before we go, it's time to give people 3 things we love and 3 things we don't love. What would you like to do first?
I want to start with things I love. I love this floor plan.
Talk to me.
I think it gives so much space with how the slides are designed, with the way that you have this slide going all the way back to the end here. It has the biggest master suite of any RV I can think of. And then with, of course, what you have in the living room, the kitchen. It's huge. This is so much living space. I love how big this RV is.
Love that. That's number 1. Tommy, what's love number 2?
Number two, let me think. I want to have to go with the American Coach chassis. Fleetwood has not offered this side radiator, full-size, best component chassis in a long time. I think it was the Providence that was the last one. It's been nearly 10 years.
Wow.
And the way that this thing rides and drives, I mean, it feels like driving an American Coach. I think that's wonderful to finally offer that under the Fleetwood name.
That's number 2. And then Tommy, number 3 for me, I'm going to make my I'm calling it the overabundance. The overabundance amount of space, amount of storage, amount of pass-through storage on the outside, the amount of countertop space you get, the bathroom space, the bedroom space. Everything is more than what you want or need. And I love that. Because this is America. And it's not about having the bare minimum. It's about having the Palisade, being the biggest, baddest, and the best coach in the campground.
Okay.
That's 3 things I love about it, and we love about it. Now it's time for 3 things we don't like about it. Tommy, I have 2 of them if you can give me 1 dislike.
I've got 2 myself.
Oh, well then you go first.
And I love the guys at Fleetwood, good friends, great people, but I have to be completely honest.
Ooh, gosh, hang on. Hang on. Let me go first then. Let me go first.
Okay.
Because we'll save that for number 3. Again, guys, get your Liquified. Oh, by the way, bing! The Matt's RV Reviews Prime Pooping Position bobbleheads, they are back at our warehouse. We will have them for sale extremely soon. But I can't tell anybody the date. Do you know the date?
I don't.
It will be very soon, within the next week or 2. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have such a limited number. Once they're gone, they're gone. Ask Basil. Literally, somebody stole one off his desk. Like, that's how rare and in hot demand they are. Okay. Dislike number 1, Tommy, for me. You mentioned about these theater seats.
Mm-hmm.
You literally said this could be a seat in itself. Well, why isn't it? Me personally, I would have much rather loved to see them do the flip down. So this doubles as a 3-seater sofa or a 2-seater theater seat.
Now I have to tell you, if you look at the 45DS floor plan, it's got the 3-seater you love.
But we're not in that one, are we?
Yeah, we're not.
We're not in that one. That's dislike number 1. Let me tell you dislike number 2. Personally, I like the pull-out peninsula. I don't like this. This is not as sturdy. Don't get me wrong, it's actually more sturdy than what I would have thought. But it's not as sturdy as, I think, a whole big pull-out peninsula. With that said, you do get a lot more storage there. Again, it's all about that overabundance.
All right.
That's number 2. Now, Tommy, give us the T.
I'm not a big fan of this.
Oh.
I know that's not a big deal.
That's not a big deal.
I think it's a little bit bigger of a deal here, but I think just a straight mirror might have been there or some other sort of decorative thing. Not that big of a deal. The other dislike I have is on the outside, the slide boxes.
What about them?
They're not painted. Like a Discovery, they're not painted. You go into the Americans, they're painted. Not a huge deal. It's just one of those, they have to create a trim level difference between what you see in the Dreams and the Discovery LXZ. I think that shifting line could have been just a little bit more on those painted slide boxes, but you never know what's going to happen. Do you have anything else? Because I think that's all I really don't like about it.
No, Tommy, that's perfect. That's it. That's the review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys find me this weekend at the Salt Lake City show, and then make sure you find both me and Tommy at the West Palm Beach show and the Ocala RV show. Tommy, is the Ocala RV show your last show of the season?
I think it's the last one, and I'll tell you, we're going to go out with a bang at this show. You're going to see some awesome pricing. And I know Matt's going to be kicking in a little extra at this one. I don't know exactly what that's going to be.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be world debut. Everybody who buys at the no, I can't say it. No. I got
it'll be a surprise.
It's my home show, guys. Just make sure you're there.
We're making plans to make this Ocala show gigantic. So
yes.
We can definitely use your help, and we'd love to see you there.
Yep. Tommy, how do people get in contact with you?
Hit me up on my cell, 561-348-4231. Anything I can ever help out with, you can't bug me, give me a call.
You can bug him. So make sure you listen. You're buying a motorhome. You can bug him all you want. So make sure you guys give him a call, give him a text. And if you don't want to work with Tommy and you rather work with somebody else at General RV, okay. Go to generalrv.com/matscash, and somebody from my internet team will be able to help you. Tommy over the phone. Tommy walking in the store, anybody at General RV of Tampa or anybody on the internet team, we are all one team, which is General RV. Reach out to us and our team will be here. and we all have one goal in mind, and that's to get everybody the absolute best price in America. Tommy, thanks again so much for helping us. We'll see you next time.